Hi guys, in my last video I showed you how to convert this torso pattern to this blazer jacket with notched collar. If you don't know how to create a blazer jacket with notched collar pattern, you can go ahead and watch that video. I'll link it here and I'll link it also below this video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a two-piece sleeve from your basic sleeve pattern. For your blazer and your suit, it is not proper to use a basic sleeve pattern. You need to use a two-piece sleeve. And this video is going to show you in a very simple way how to create your two-piece sleeve. So without wasting much time, let's go ahead and let me show you how to convert your basic sleeve pattern to your two-piece sleeve. So we are going to be using our basic sleeve block to be able to create this blazer or suit sleeve. Now, if you want to learn how to create this sleeve block, I will link the video directly below this video because you actually need it to be able to create your blazer or your suit sleeve. Just to know that for your blazer and your suit, it is best you use suit sleeves to make it really stand out, just like I showed you in the beginning of this video. And that's exactly what we are going to be doing now. So the first thing is I'm going to trace this using this transparent pattern tracing paper. I'll just trace the sleeve onto this paper and then we'll start from there. If you want to buy this paper, I also put the link below this video so that you can get it. It's an Amazon affiliate link. So I've traced the sleeve pattern. As you can see, I've also transferred all the lines, including the grain line and especially the elbow line. So once you've, traced out your sleeve pattern, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to fold each side of the pattern to meet at the grain line, this grain line here. So just fold both sides of it, the back and the front side, and let it meet at the center of that grain line, just like what I am doing. And then we're going to sellotape it down. Just sellotape it down in a straight line. So once you've sellotaped it down, what we are going to do now, we're now going to trace this as it is again on another transparent paper. So we'll just place the paper once again, and we're going to trace this as it is, everything including and especially the elbow line. And then remember to mark the front and the back. Mark it on this one that we are going to trace out. So let me quickly trace it out as it is. So I have traced the pattern onto this transparent pattern paper. So in continuation with our two-piece sleeve, what we are going to do next is to shift the sleeve to the front. As you can see, I have labeled the back and I've labeled the front. So this is our front. So we are going to shift that sleeve to move towards the front. If you notice, when you're wearing your suit, your hand is not completely straight. It's a little bit bent towards the front. And that's exactly what we are going to do now. We are going to bend this sleeve from the elbow towards the front. So how do you do that? So the first thing we are going to do, you get your tape, and we are going to measure 1 inch towards the front. And I'm going to use a different marker so that there won't be confusion as we continue along. So I'm going to measure 1 inch from this grain line, this center line. I'm just going to measure 1 inch to the front. Just mark it there. And then from there, I'm going to draw another grain line from the elbow to that place. So I'll just draw another grain line. Let me put this thing well. From the elbow to that line. So just watch me. It's a very simple thing. So I will just draw to that line. Like so. So that's the elbow to that line. That's my new grain line. So now, let me remove this under one so that it will not be distracting me. So good, that is our new line. So we're now going to draw a new wrist line. So this is the former one. So just measure it. My own is 4.5. So what I will do now, just fold the tape to meet that 4.5. So you know the half point. You know where the half point is going to be. It is this half point you will now place at that line, this new line. And we're now going to mark the new wrist. That is 4.5. And here. So that is our new wrist. From here to here. And that's, I'm going to draw a line to form the new wrist line. So that is my new wrist line. So I'm now going to draw this to meet it here and draw this to meet it here. I hope you're following me. It's very simple. Some people make it complicated, but it's not. If you just follow me as it is and do as I do, you won't have any problem. So you now see our new curve now. So the sleeve now goes like this and then curves a little bit like so. You know, this is normally called a two-piece sleeve. That means it's made up of two patterns, two pattern pieces. So now to get the inner part of the sleeve, that is the one that lies under your armpit side, the inner part of the sleeve, what you need to do is to measure 0.5 inches all round. Remember, we are measuring it from this red line that we have used to curve the sleeve. So I will just measure 0.5 inches all round. Just 0.5 inches all round. And I'll do it on the other side. And then I'm just going to draw the line along that 0.5 inches up to here on both sides. I'm also going to take 0.5 inches, 0.5 inches, 0.5 inches. And I'm using a different color so that there will be no confusion. So I've mapped out the center sleeve. That is the center sleeve with a blue marker. That's it. Goes like this, comes like this, goes like so, comes like this, and like that. And that is exactly what I'm going to trace out with another pattern paper. We don't trace out the center sleeve as I just showed you. Just trace it out like that. Come out like that. And everything. So I have traced out and cut out the center part of my, that is the underarm part of the sleeve. So this is how it looks like. This is what it was. So that is what I have traced and cut out. That is what it looks like. So the next thing we need to do, let me put this one aside. The next thing we need to do, that 0.5 inches that you brought in, we'll now replace it outside. So we are now going to do 0.5 from the main line of the main sleeve. And how do we do that? All you have to do is to fold at that point. And remember that our sleeve is not straight. So first we need to fold at this red point that I marked. We fold it there first. So once you folded it like so, we'll now trace that blue line. We'll trace it. Remember the line? Just trace that blue line on this side. And then we're going to do the same thing. You can now come back and fold this one again and trace out the blue line on this side of the paper. So let me first trace this out, and then we'll fold the upper part of the sleeve and do this. So once you do what I told you to do, that is the line that is traced. That is the line, the 0.5 that is added back, that was removed from the inside. So let me repeat it because it can be a little bit confusing. Let me repeat it on this other side. So what you will do, remember our new sleeve at this lower part. This is the red line. That is our new sleeve. So you just fold your paper at that new sleeve line. Fold it up to the elbow because you remember this is not straight, so you cannot fold it at once. So fold it up to that elbow as it is. Remember that this is the 0.5 line for our inner sleeve. So once you fold it at that red end and you turn it like that, you're going to see the blue line. And that is the blue line we are going to trace. Just trace that blue line up to the end. Then you now come to the upper side and we're now going to fold it again here. As I said, you cannot do it at once because it is not a straight, it's not a straight sleeve. It is now curved. So we'll just fold it again there. I hope you're seeing where I'm folding. Fold it there. So when you turn your paper like so you can now see the line. It's very clear up here. You can now see the line. So you see this line? That's the line. We're now going to trace that line. This line here, we just trace it up there. So once you've joined all the lines, this is what your sleeve is looking like. It is the green line that we are going to cut as the main sleeve. You can decide to add 0.5 inches for your sewing allowance. Maybe add 0.5 all along. Most times I do not add 0.5 inches. I normally add my sewing allowance when I'm cutting the material. So this is what your sleeve looks like. I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to place it side by side with the other parts of the sleeve. So I've cut out the main sleeve and this is your two-piece sleeve. This is what it's supposed to look like. As I said, I don't normally add sewing allowance to most of my patterns. I add sewing allowance to the material when I'm placing it to cut it. So this is what your two-piece sleeves actually looks like. When you're joining this sleeve together, you first join the two sleeves together. That is why it's important that you label the back and the front, the back and the front, so that when you're joining it, you join it like that together, and then you bring it over and also join it. Join the front to form the sleeve. So that is your sleeve when you've joined it. That is your That is your sleeve. And then you fold it like so. And that is how you fix it into your blazer. That is your sleeve. And that's, remember, that's the front. So you fix it to your blazer like so. So that's it. If you want to find out how I drafted this blazer pattern, I'll also link the video below this video. So with that, I've come to the end of this video on how you can create your blazer sleeve or sleeve for your suit. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you try your hands on creating this. It's very easy to do as long as you follow my video step by step. Once more, thank you so much for watching till my next video.